Sometimes our favorite sportsmen leave us absolutely in awe. They're definitely superhuman with the kind of things they're capable of. And to prove that, we're here to show you some incredible sports trick shots you need to see to believe. Incredible tennis move by Federer. In this shot, you'll see what makes Federer the greatest. He's playing against the formidable Djokovic, and we see Federer reach close to the net to make his shot, but Djokovic probably planned it that way, because as we see in the next move, he totally outdoes Federer by hitting a shot that goes right over Federer's head. This would have been a game over for any regular players, but Federer, possibly because he might have anticipated this, makes a run for the seemingly lost shot beyond the court lines and reaches for the ball, but he has no time to turn around to take the shot, so he smashes the ball right under his leg, so not only does the ball land within the court, but it's fast and in direction that Djokovic has no chance to catch it. This shot is a true demonstration of Federer's skills in the sport. He makes the seemingly impossible possible right in front of our eyes. Incredible basketball shot in the wrong basket. If there's any shot that's so unbelievably impossible to make yet no one would wish to make it, it's this shot. In a fast-paced and competitive scene, we see one team go for the basket and get very close, and we see the throw almost landing in the basket when the opposing player makes an excellent save at the last moment. But the story doesn't end there. As the deflected ball starts heading out of the boundary line, another teammate tries to save it from going there and passes it to his team, but it goes very unexpectedly wrong when his backward pass ends up being so accurate it lands right in the basket. He scores an impossible basket against his own team. If there was any moment a basketball player never wishes upon himself, is that his skill goes to work against his own team. But that's exactly what we just see here. Ibrahimovic scores an incredible goal. In this shot, we see what makes Ibrahimovic one of the greatest soccer players of all time. We see the ball has landed in the opponent's team half and very quickly. The goal is thinly defended, so much so that the goalkeeper steps forward to deflect the ball away from the goal and hopefully buys enough time for the defense to reach their positions. And here we see Ibrahimovic, who is playing for the Swedish team, make his incredible move. Instead of gaining possession of the ball to make a steady attempt at the goal, he uses his quick thinking and makes the most out of the fact that the goal is undefended with the keeper so far away from it, and wasting no time turning around, he makes the shot in the air behind himself, and the shot not only goes right in the direction, but is fast enough and accurate enough to avoid the goalkeeper and land right into the net. If you only heard it, you would have thought it's impossible, but that's what legendary players do. Perform the impossible right in front of your own eyes. Amazing golf shot. This golfer manages what many would have said is impossible to happen once they saw the direction of the shot. He hit the ball in a direction that didn't at all match the hole's direction, but as the ball flies in the air, we see that it hits the ground at a curving point, and that makes all the difference and makes this shot so unbelievable. The ball hits the ground and bounces sideways and manages to make its way straight into the direction of the hole. Isn't that crazy? It's left up to your imagination whether he planned it or it was just pure stroke of luck, but it sure was mind-blowing. Crazy pool trick shot that is hard to believe. Pool is a game of precision, and in just a few moments, we see this in this shot that we're left to question even our own basic mechanical intuitions. This shot starts with a very difficult, if not impossible, arrangement in which a line of balls laid across half a table is blocking the white ball from its target ball that's been placed near the hole on the opposite side of the white ball, and we'd be forgiven to imagine that even if the most skillful shot were made, one that bounces off the edge might not even be able to make its way to its target. But this player leaves us questioning all of our wits when he makes a shot that not only propels the ball, but makes it spin such a way that midway in its path, it literally deflects and makes a turn and goes straight for its target. If there was any shot that you can get someone to bet that is impossible, it's definitely this one. Roberto Carlos free kick that defies physics. If the exaggerated statement, with a striker like this who needs a team, were to ever apply, then this is a situation to apply it. We witness a heavily defended goal and a free kick being taken by the legendary Brazilian player Roberto Carlos, and one would be fair to assume in such a scenario, given the distance from the goal and the strength of the defense, it would be lucky to get away with a successful pass and a decent attempt at the goal. But when legends are playing, such expectations are out of the window, because Roberto Carlos goes straight for the goal and he seemingly defies physics in the process. He makes an incredible curved shot that whizzes past sideways from the entire defense and then makes its course right into the corner of the goal, with the goalkeeper left standing in shock thinking how on earth could he have seen that coming. If there was magic to be witnessed on a sports screen, this is it, folks. Ronaldinho shows his greatness. Brazilian players have never failed to amaze us, and Ronaldinho is perhaps the greatest of them. In this amazing shot, we see a dynamic game with Ronaldinho in possession of the ball and making his way towards the other team's goal, and any normal player in this circumstance would be thinking to break the defenses and reach for the goal, but that is his thinking for mere mortals, since Ronaldinho decides that at a free kick level distance from the goal, he's got enough space to take a shot. That too against a thick defense, and shot he takes, and it not only goes over all the defenses, but lands right into the goal, skipping the goalkeeper's hands. Two, who makes his best attempt to save the shot, but the shot this good, it's gonna get where it's going. Dramatic football goal. Sometimes a goal is meant to happen, but what makes it interesting is the drama that ensues it making it happen. That is exactly what happened here, where the entire team was thickly gathered and a shot was taken that first hit one pole and then bounced off of it to hit the other pole, and then went straight through the poles, leaving the team against which the goal was scored lamenting their fate. What makes this shot so noteworthy is the fact that it suspends even such suspense and drama for the few moments when the ball is literally bouncing between the poles, and yet to make a decision what the final result will be, which could have dramatic consequences for either team before eventually deciding to go for the goal. Ice hockey shot that turns the tables. If you want to see a complete reversal of fortunes within moments, this is the shot to see. The scene starts at players struggling near the goal to make the shot and score a goal, but the defense successfully protects their goal and makes a shot towards the other side, and it's hard to know whether the intention was merely to move the game away from being so dangerously close to their own goal, or was that actually intentional, because we see the shot going straight to the other side and whizzes past all the players including the goalkeeper, and it lands straight into the goal of the opposite team. In moments, this entire game got turned around and it looked so effortless too at the same time. Flying football save. If there was a true "I believe I can fly" moment in sports history, this surely would be a contender. This player truly seemed to believe he could fly when during a fast-paced football game, a player took possession of the ball and made a throw the other way, a fairly high shot that was going right outside the boundary, and we're all left surprised when we see a member of the opposing team make an unbelievably high jump and not just deflect the ball that was clearly heading outside the boundary, but actually making a successful pass to his teammate and get possession back to his team. It was such a crazy sight that it left the commentators almost shocked to see, and we were shown multiple replays of this impossible shot. And with that wraps up the